ready?
Yes.
Excellent. Before I do my thing, Mr. RX Oliver, on your macro bar, can you roll the double low for me, please?
Yeah, double low. So is that the
double low dice?
Number 9.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Ooh.
Right. Good evening, everybody.
I think you need to turn off your marker on the...
Yeah. Right. We left it last time with Doris going on a little trip, going on an adventure on her own, leaving Lilibeth and Jonah, Henry, and to Eve to get down to the lakeside to find a lakeside property that had been scouted out and spotted and looked like a good place to go. On the way there, you bumped into a scientist who it seems was on the chopper that you saw on the roadside a couple of days ago. Dr. Ryan Wesley.
Is your rifle?
And last week, well, Ryan experienced the helicopter crash and overrun by walkers, and then 2 weeks of surviving until he met our other survivors. Continuing on to the lake house together because there is safety in numbers in this dead, dark world. You found in a lake house. As advertised, it was nice, well maintained, fantastic building. Beautiful marbles in the kitchen, huge leather couches, a Porsche in the garage. You explored slowly and steadily. Tonight, we're going to start on the balcony outside of the dining room. Lilibeth, you and Madeline have just looked out and you've seen the ranger station in distance. You've also seen the boat shed nearby. You discussed, well, the walkers are over at the ranger station. They're no problem. You could probably do that yourself. You know, to help this stranger, this doctor, this individual. He seems to want to go to Atlanta. You have no idea why. Something about research. It was kind of, yeah. But you see Madeline kind of turns and looks at you. Should we go and check out the boat shed then?
Yeah. I mean, we need to find a boat with an engine. Like, I'm sure. I mean, they've got a nice house, a Porsche. Like, I'm sure they've got somewhere proper in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think so. Okay. She kind of looks left, and you can see there is, on this huge long decking that goes along the front of the building, you can see there's a little metal and wooden table. There's a barbecue grill, and then there's the jetty off to the boat shed. As you pluck up the courage to make that move, can I get you to roll a recon roll, please, Lilibeth?
Recon. What's recon? Scout.
Sorry, Scout. Oh, recon. Twilight.
Love how he's got me to roll that roll at the start of the game. Just went, thank you, moved on. Don't tell me what it is. Don't tell anybody what it is.
Yeah, doesn't matter. Scout roll, Scout roll.
Love that.
Oh yeah, we got stress. The stress doesn't change because it's still the same sort of game.
Still the same.
We're still in the same day.
They were part 2. Exactly.
Yeah, you look down. Yeah, it looks clear. You start heading away. Is it slowly? Is it... How are you making your way along this deck? It's a wooden deck. There is a metal fence covering you off from the water. The house is to one side of you. The water is to the other side of you.
I wouldn't say, like, I'll be walking confidently because I'm making the first step, so obviously, you know.
Okay.
But I'm not gonna be. I am gonna be taking care, like still walking confidently, like more on my tiptoes. So not to like going on an actual like stomp, but it's like, oh, I'm gonna go, but walk tippy toes kind of thing.
So smart casual walk basically then. Not stompy teenage walk or I don't want to go. Okay, smart casual.
It's not somebody. It's not somebody. Yeah. So it's like it's not somebody on a mission, but it's somebody on a job. You know what I mean? It's a little bit different.
You have your gun out because you do own a gun. Madeline doesn't have a gun.
Oh, no, I put that away because I took the knife, didn't I?
Okay, that's fine. So you're holding the knife.
Yeah, but
okay.
But cool, like, so it's backwards, so the back of the knife is against my hand.
Oh my god.
You got to hold the knife coolly. I like that.
Hold the gun sideways next.
You start making your way down past the table and chairs. And as you get down to the barbie, you can see the house kind of curves round. We're just going to leave you just walking on the deck. Jonah and Henry.
Yes.
We're in the snug. The two of you. Two magnificent leather couches. Magnificent stone fireplace. Stereo system. You can see there's a CB radio set up.
Oh, I still have the CD of.
Bookcase. And
What CD you found again?
Yeah, I still have the Iron Maiden album.
The Iron Maiden album that was released in 2010.
I'm just not keen on the album artwork. A little sacrilegious.
Little what?
As you are looking around, what are you doing in this room?
Is there any books?
There is a bookcase full of books.
Yeah, I thought there might be. I'd like to investigate the bookcase, see if there's anything grabs my attention from that.
Okay, you kind of just
Like something nice, some distraction.
There's a lot of books about speedboats, water skiing, holiday brochures. It's a photo album as well.
Oh, none of those interest books to my interest at all, so I'm going to start looking at the photo album then.
You kind of pick it up, and you can see lots of pictures of the happy couple. Variety of other pictures of this magnificent wedding that occurred. Pictures of the bride, the groom, the bride and groom's family. Guests everywhere. Magnificent, beautiful wedding. Photographer was really skilled. The iced sculpture of a swan. Magnificent.
Wedding.
No, it's not a church wedding. Definitely not a church wedding. It's definitely some sort of hotel or resort or something that's magnificent. Beachside views on some of them. Not here. Definitely wasn't here. Definitely maybe abroad. Flowers everywhere. Booze and wine and magnificent lobster and all manner of food on this buffet. Really great setup. Henry, you see Jonah is investigating the bookcase. What are you investigating? What are you looking at?
Almost want to see if the stereo still works.
Well, you know there's power.
I'm gonna
So you know there's power in the house.
on the stereo.
Okay. Okay, yeah. You kind of go down, and yes, there's a very nice pair of headphones
I'll plug the headphones in.
Yeah.
See if the stereo works.
Yeah, it seems to work.
Put in the CD of Iron Maiden and hold the headphone
Okay.
like a DJ on my good ear.
Okay. As you do that and you reach down to just about to press the button, you can see through the double doors that are on the corner Lilibeth and Madeline walking in a smart but casual way, heading towards the boat shed. Jonah's got his back to you. The bookcase is on the far wall, so his back is turned. It's only you next to the stereo can see Lilibeth and Madeline walking casually towards the boat shed. The boat shed, there's two jetties. There's a single door at the back. You can see the door. The door is closed. And you can see them walking past. They don't seem to be looking left at where you are. They seem to be eyes dead focused on the boat shed. They have purpose in their striding. Are you doing anything with this? Or are you just listening to the music?
I'm just listening to the music and just looking outside towards them.
Excellent. We'll leave you two in that fine scene. And the music, it's Iron Maiden. Brand new album. It works, and the CD player is top of the range. The most expensive CD player as part of a stereo system that you have seen in your life. Back to Madeline and Lilibeth. Lilibeth, you kind of casually walk onto the jetty. You can see the orange little speedboat with no engine on it, and you can see the door closed to the boat shed.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go and is it just a normal door? It's not like, I don't really know.
Yeah, it's just a normal door. There's a handle on it. There seems to be a lock. You don't know if it's locked. You haven't tried it yet. Maybe it's, 15 feet wide. The whole boat shed. The door is standard size door.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just go straight up and try the door.
Okay. As you reach, you hear the rattling of keys on the inside, but the door opens. You push it open.
I'm gonna check them keys though.
You can see there is keys there. There seems to be several keys. One is a car key. Very expensive brand.
I'm literally gonna take it up, turn to Madeline and just go, ooh.
Cool. That's the Porsche. Right, can you make another recon roll, please?
Oh god.
It's not recon. Different game.
Oh, sorry, scouting roll. Sorry, scout. Wrong game. Scout roll.
You auto start it.
Oh thank god. I got one.
You're kind of turning and showing the keys, and you had to see. I forgot to show you the boat, didn't I? Let's show you what the boat is that's in there. Where is it? And I know I made. Okay. Wonder if my journal entry's gone. Damn you, Foundry. Okay, we can adapt. Oh, there it is. Right. Speedboat. This is a this is in progress, but you can see that's the speedboat that's actually tied up in the jetty. Nice.
I don't remember. Did you tell us why there wasn't an engine in it before Strain? Was it being built?
No. There's an engine in this one. This is the boat that's in the shed. There is a small orange dinghy with no engine on it.
That's
you
right,
guys
yeah,
haven't seen this one. This one is in the shed.
That's right. Thank you.
As you are holding up the keys to the Porsche to Madeline, you hear. And your head kind of turns, and you can see this figure walking towards you. He's inside. Looks like he was either locked in there. You can see he is a walker. You can see there is a bite mark on his arm. On his other arm, there's a tattoo, and it's a D20 from one of those weird games that people play.
What a loser. Imagine having one of those tattooed on you.
Who would play a game that uses D20s? I mean, come on.
He's got a mop of red hair, and he's got a light casual shirt on. And a pair of long board shorts on. And he kind of looks at you, and his eyes are all clouded over as he walks towards you. What are you doing?
I think this is a walker.
Oh, can you add 1 stress, please, as well? This walker that has come out in front of you.
That's my sheet. Okay. So
You are,
So how is it situated, like inside? Is it like a walkway around
Inside
in the water, or is the boat like on a?
The boat is basically there's like a maybe a 5 foot by 12 foot. It's like a wooden jetty. The walls are attached to that. The boat is tied up with its engine pointing towards the dock area, and this walker basically just came around the corner from where it was not hiding, but where it was stood waiting for someone to come in. And his arms are coming out, and he's going for you. What are you doing?
I think my first instinct, the thing that I'm thinking most is, first and foremost, is just shoving it back. Like, just trying to shove it away.
Okay. Make your close combat roll then, please. Without without clicking the weapon, because you're shot. Actually,
I still
hang on
have
2
the
seconds.
knife in my hand.
Wait, are you going to use the knife on it? Yeah, you got it backwards. I mean,
I'm going like this. I'm literally just going to go like that. I mean, technically,
Right.
I won't actually use it. But so yeah, no, that's fine.
No. If you've got the knife in your hand, even but knife handle to it, click the knife button because you get a bonus for having a weapon in your hand. So click the knife in your inventory, the little red symbol.
It's not going to get snap damage,
Okay.
eh?
No, it's just So just like that, just like shoving it away.
Oh, I see.
No.
6.
You basically push it away. The knife is in your hand. The push is good, and you literally slam the back of the butt of the blade, butt of the knife, into his head. The head kind of collapses as you crush into the skull and impact the back of the knife into the walker, into the brain, and you can see this walker just drops down. You can see Madeline. Wow, that was close.
It's all good. Just
Yeah. She reaches down and just start, first making sure she kind of pokes in just to make sure that it's not moving still. You smashed its head. Oh, you can see there's a bit of brain matter and bone on the end of the knife.
Just kind of lean down and wipe it on his shirt.
Yeah. You can see there is a driving license hanging from a wallet. And you can see there's some money in the wallet as well, and some pictures, and
Steal the money. It's useful. Because economy.
Money, dollars. She kind of throws a dollar bill up into the air. Kind of reaches down and she pulls the ice. Oh my God. What a loser. Kind of flicks the driving license into the water. Kind of picks up a picture, and there's a picture of about 7 young men there. She kind of holds it and goes, shit.
What?
Is it Snow White?
Your friend?
My friend? What do you mean?
She turns the picture towards you, and you can see in the picture there's Henry with a group of 6 other young lads.
It's my D&D group.
Oh, shit.
Oh shit.
Kind of look down, and you see the caved-in head, and you can see mop of hair.
You see something very weird. You see Henry with both ears.
Yeah, both ears. You can see she kind of drops the picture and kind of starts leaning over into the water to try and recover the driving license. I didn't see it. I didn't look at it. And you can see the driving license is sinking. She's gonna make an attempt to get it in the efforts of maybe giving Henry some sort of
closure.
Oh, she grabs it.
Oh, wow.
She manages to just grab it from under the water and pulls it up. And you can see on there the driving license showing the picture. And he's got his name on it. And his name is, he says as he looks for it, because everyone has a name.
Yeah, even though I didn't give any names to my...
Even though you didn't give me any names. You just said they were a bunch of losers.
No.
One of them's clearly not.
His name was Colton Miller. Kolton Miller.
Wait, is this his
And you definitely see Henry. Well, he didn't say anything, and you've not seen any pictures of Colton Miller anywhere. And the Anderson is the surname of the owners.
But that's maybe.
Right, let's just kind of just step back to the snug. Sat looking out of the doorway. Sorry, with your headphones on one ear, listening to Iron Maiden. Joni, you kind of turn round from looking at the pictures. You can see Henry is squatting down by the stereo. He's looking out, but he's more impacting and enjoying the music. And as you kind of look, could well be the doors, the double doors that lead out onto the deck, are basically a full glass door. And you just see, looking out, Lilibeth and Madeline down by the boathouse door. The door open. You can see Lilibeth has got a set of keys in her hands. And then suddenly you see this figure, this walker coming out of the boat shed. You can see Lilibeth just swings the knife round and butts the knife as she tries to push this thing back into the boat shed. But that sweet, innocent young girl has just gone off on her own and has just seemingly killed a walker. What's your first reaction and thought as we go into this?
My first thought is this kid is going to get us all killed, as I say every single week. My first action is I'm going to run towards there and I'm going to slap the headphone off of his ear. Just slap it off him as I run past. I'm not even going to have
my bad ear.
And I have no respect for this devil music anyway, and it's my chance to show it. So I'm going to just slap the headphones off your head as I run towards them, and I'm shouting, "Henry!"
Okay, you run and open the door as you're doing it. That kind of stops you, and you hear that horrible sound of the Iron Maiden music, and you kind of look up, Henry, and see Lilibeth and Madeline down at the boathouse. And Jonah seems agitated for some reason. You don't know what it is. It's probably frustration. He's a priest after all. And you slam the doors open. And do you call out? Because there may be more in there, you don't know. Or are you just running down there?
I'm just running down, I'm not calling out. I'm just whispering under my breath, for the love of God, this girl's going to send us all to the maker. And I'm just running down.
Elizabeth, you kind of step and you kind of look and you can hear on the wood. You kind of look through the doorway just outside and you can see Jonah running down towards you. Not being very quiet. Yeah. And Jonah and Henry, do you follow, or are you staying where you are?
I look angrily at Jonah, but I follow.
Okay, yeah. You kind of get down there, and you can see Madeline. Oh, it's nothing. Nothing. We're fine. We're in there right now.
If it's not one of these walkers you get killed with, it's going to be a heart attack. You're going to kill me with, Madeline. Lilibeth, you children are going to send me to the Lord far too early. I'm going to have... It's not fine. They're dead in here. Is there any... And I'm going to have to start having a look around to see if there's any more. Is there any more?
But you can see the door is... Yeah, you can see the door is open. There's no more in here, but you can see this figure with half the frontal lobe kind of crushed by Lilibeth smashing its skull and penetrating the back end of the blade, the back end of the knife butt into this walker. Henry, you get down there as well as Jonah steps past Lilibeth and he starts looking. And you see lying down on the floor someone you know. Someone you used to know because his head's slightly caved in.
I would come out here, Jonah getting mad at Lilibeth. Like, you're getting mad for her attracting more walkers while you try to rip the headphone off my head, maybe pulling the plug. Oh no.
And yeah, you see a red mopped head on the face of one of your friends.
You see me falling on my knees.
You kind of see
to the body.
His tattoo on his wrist, this D20. And you know that his job, he basically cleaned cars for a living. You know, like you, he didn't have a lot of prospects or a lot of things. You delivered pizzas. He cleaned cars and boats. You can see him there. Can you also take a point of stress, please, Henry?
Good, but
because this is someone you know. And you see the front part of his head kind of caved in.
Lilibeth would just walk over and like try and hand him the photo. Just not saying nothing, just handing him the photo. To Henry.
Move over to the body.
And I literally break down in tears.
I give Henry space and I move over to the body and just close its eyes and say a little prayer, and that's it. And then I'm just going to walk away and leave Henry in peace.
Okay. We'll leave the three of you there. And we'll switch back to the master bedroom. Z and Ryan, you've just seen some bullet shell casings on the floor, a revolver slung on the floor, and we left it last time with this walker stepping round, swim shorts, a large scratch on his arm, and several bullet holes in his chest. And Z was looking at the papers in the briefcase, and this thing, this walker, is coming towards you, Dr. Wesley. What are you doing?
I am going to try to back up and shove Z out of the way, or out of the room. Like, back up.
Yeah, you can't. You can shove it. You can. Oh yeah. Oh, shit. He's kind of put down his gun and he's starting to go for it to pick up. You know, it can be used as a blunt weapon as well. This thing is still coming at you. By the way, can you take a point of stress, please? Because there is a creature coming towards you.
Does stress from previous sessions clear? Is that something I remember, or no? Okay, gotcha.
It's the same. It's the same. Effectively, the same episode.
Gotcha.
So stress hasn't cleared.
Gotcha.
Even game.
So yeah, I'll just kind of swing at it with the crowbar. So I try to back out. I'm more just trying to keep it at bay than.
Well, basically, in this game, you basically have to make a defense roll, whether it is slamming something into it or shoving it so it goes into a room and closing the door. So yeah, you swing your crowbar at it in kind of to bay it away from you. So can you, on your inventory tab, click the crowbar, the icon, and that will bring up the bonus for it as well. Click it up. There's no extra dice to add because it's all there. Ooh. Ooh.
It's a success, but he also messed up.
Messed up.
You did. You swing this crowbar.
And he hits my other ear.
Hang on.
Boy, that'd be amazing considering we're a good distance from each other. I hit your other ear through walls.
On the other side of the house, it's boomerang crowbar.
You can see because you basically were stood next to the desk looking beyond, and you swing this crowbar to try and ward it off. You catch basically the side of its head, caving in the side, but there is a window on the wall that's there, and it's a narrow, 5 foot long by 3 foot wide window, and the force of the blow smashes the walker head and smashes the glass as the walker impacts into the glass, cracking the glass on this bedroom window. Blood splatters and glass shatters out, and there's a little bit of noise as you do that. See, grabs grabs his rifle and has it butt ready to swing and use it as a club. And I am going to let's just make a roll. I had one stress to Mr. Z. We're going to make a scout roll for Z, and we are going to roll it. And that's a public roll. Okay. Can you make a scout roll now, please?
Seriously? Damn it, Ryan. Even looking around is bad for you.
It's not me. I just roll a dice.
Kill somebody.
Oh my god. Okay.
It's me with a heart attack. Everybody else. It's going to be somebody else.
Jake's going to pop in and say, I'm here! And, he's going to be... Okay.
I love it when you make GM just so you say, oh my god, and like that. It's like, yeah. We're doing crazy
Okay.
shit.
When you came in through one door. There was a door right at the back of the room. And there was another door a bit further on. You can see, and you don't know how you missed it. The door behind you, which is maybe 10 feet away, is open. You can see a bathroom there, and you can see another walker. This time, female. Looks like she was in a business suit, a cream business suit. There is blood and a bite mark down on her neck. And she is coming out, and we're going to have to do this because Jake's not here. 1 to 3, she goes for you. 4 to 6, she goes for Z.
Come on, I messed up. Have her go for me.
Exactly, you messed up. You can see she lunges at Z, who is the closer because you did kind of push him back a little bit.
Yeah.
So he is going to. Actually, let's be nice. He didn't notice her either. Okay, he does get a chance to rifle butt her. He is going to try and slam the rifle butt into her. Now, do you think that he would, in this situation, push this roll? What do you reckon, guys?
Are you asking me in Jake's absence? Ooh,
I'm asking all of you in Jake's absence. You all get a yes, he will push it, or no, he won't.
I mean, knowing that any zombie attack can kill, I would think yes, this would be the time to push a roll.
Yeah, I think you would push it.
That's fine.
How he plays,
he's a soldier. He's going to go for that combat. Look at that!
Look at that! Look at that! Look at that!
Good call, boys.
You can see he brings this rifle butt, and he swung and he missed. But as he goes past her head and she lunges right up to his face, he just brings it back and clunks the other side of her head. And head kind of caves in. And the young lady of the house drops to the ground. Smashes into the desk. A glass decanter of some sort of alcoholic beverage is knocked onto the floor. and breaking, spilling, shattering the crystal. More noise.
Even though I would smell the alcohol, I do not react.
You're a bit too far away to smell the alcohol.
I've
And you can see Z just kind of drops to one knee, ready to go in again. And kind of lets out a... It just looks up and you can see the bathroom there. But you, Dr. Wesley, are a more clinical and, or some would say, detached individual. You kind of look back at the body of the male, of Mr. Anderson himself. And you kind of ring back in your mind everything that you saw as this creature came at you, that mindless hunger to come at you, to try and eat you or kill you or whatever they do. And you remember there were 4 gunshot wounds in the chest, 4 shell casings on the floor. But he had no bite marks. You notice a scratch on his arm, but no bite mark. What are you doing?
Well, I mean, that's not surprising to me, knowing what I know. So I will...
But
I don't know.
Your knowledge is most of the transmissions you've seen have come from bites. Yes, you were in Washington. Yes, you'd seen reports, but you hadn't got the CDC briefing yet. That's where you were on your way to. You were sent out of the White House as they were evacuating the president as Operation Cobalt came into effect.
Backstory that you gave me.
He doesn't know what Rick later knows. He doesn't know that everybody's just infected there. No idea. None of us would.
Let me just take a note. Two seconds, guys.
Yep.
There's nothing in there to say what you
maybe
know.
I just misread the other notes section a little.
Yeah. Because what's on your backstory, you'll notice what's copied from what was written. Yeah, so you knew that a lot of the incidents were bites.
Yep.
And there's no bite on this person.
Okay. So yeah, none that I can see at any rate, and I'm certainly not going to strip the body.
He's wearing board shorts anyway, so he's pretty much naked anyway.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, he doesn't have like a shirt or anything on, like he's just wearing trunks, essentially. Gotcha. Okay.
Just trunks, basically.
Yeah. So yeah, I will lodge that in my mind and maybe even say something out loud, like, he's not bitten. Like, just kind of questioning, maybe not to Z, but certainly loud enough for Z to hear, because I think the doctor does kind of say things that are important out loud to himself to register them.
What? I thought you had to get bitten.
Yeah, so did I.
This... See, goes up and walks over to the body. Kind of just nudges it with the butt of the rifle. Starts looking. I don't see any bites. There's a scratch. Oh, kind of looks at you. What does this mean?
Being a doctor, can I identify the scratch maybe? Okay. If we're relatively safe, like was it made by a bladed weapon, a nail, like?
Make a medicine roll, please.
Nails.
Medicine.
What is wrong with you?
You know when we were watching these first two sessions, and Brian was in chat saying, "Have anyone did you? Am I going to get you? They're going to die. They're going to die."
And now he is doing it
the best way. Come on, Shane, do it.
Just rolling dice.
It's not.
You
just roll the dice.
You go. You kind of just bend down and you got 2 successes. It looks like the scratch wasn't made with a metal weapon. From basic sort of things, you'd have to say it was a scratch wound from either an animal or a person. You can see he's got no blood under his fingernails. There is blood on his chest, and there is blood around his mouth, as if he had bitten somebody before.
Right.
Just glancing over at the woman, you can see she's got a bite on her neck. And you kind of analyze, and maybe what happened is maybe he was on the bed or something, and if he got scratched first, did that turn him? You don't know. This is what you needed to go to Atlanta for. This is why you need to go to Atlanta, is to find out what the hell's going on.
So to answer Zev's question, I think the doctor will just say, this means that bites aren't the only vector.
Zev, as he starts grabbing the briefcase and some of the papers, he kind of rolls up and stuffs one of the invoices with the Anderson logo into his pocket, grabs his gun. Is there anything else here worth taking? And he starts looking around. And he picks up the pistol, unless you pick up the pistol.
No, I was going to pick up the pistol. I mean, it's got 2 more rounds in it.
Fine.
Assuming it was fully loaded.
It was fully loaded. He kind of hands you the pistol, and you take the pistol. We better catch up. Find out where the others are. We've separated too long. And
also, we've made some noise. We need to think about getting out of here.
Yeah. Okay. We'll kind of just step away as you retrace your steps back to the lounge diner area. And as you kind of go into that lounge diner area, the kitchen is, there's no one else in here. Henry, Lilibeth, Jonah all seem to have disappeared. Even the other girl, Madeline, seems to have disappeared. Cece. Shit. Damn. Starts looking around. He sees the double doors open and runs out onto the deck, gun aimed left and right. They're down by the boathouse.
So yeah, I'll follow him and pull the doors closed as we leave.
See, closing the doors. You run past the deck, and you can see there's a set of binoculars pointing in a direction just up on the other side of the lake. You can see just in the very distance, looks like a sheriff or a ranger station, a couple of boats on the water, and a helicopter on a landing pad. just up there.
Yeah, we already saw the helicopter.
Different helicopter. As you all get to the boat shed together, you can see as Z comes down, there is blood on the butt of his rifle. There's a bit of blood on the strange doctor that's with you as well from his swinging attack. And you all gathered outside the boat shed. You see Madeline, Jonah, we were just coming to check the boat out. We weren't expecting, were we, Lilibeth? We didn't expect anyone in here. And then the fact that he knows. Henry,
get out of here. We made a lot of noise.
Yeah, they probably heard the window shattering.
You did hear some window shattering, yes.
Did we down in the boathouse hear his carry on upstairs?
You would have heard maybe some glass shattering a few minutes ago, but you were more focused on making sure that Lilibeth and Madeline were okay over the noise going on.
Well, I'll look at the two of them, at Ryan and Zev, and say, what's happened? We're going to have to go.
Yeah, there were 2 walkers inside.
There's one here.
We need to get out of here.
Yeah, there was one here too. It's attacked Lilibeth. Listen, and hopefully I'm out of earshot of Henry. There's a walker here that's Henry's friend. He's not going to be in a good way. And a walker attacked Lilibeth. Get out, and Henry's friend. There's a photo. Did I say I saw the photo? Not yet. I can't.
Yeah, you'd have seen. You'd have seen the photo. Madeline and Lilibeth had it.
Looks like our Henry is a mutual. Is is friends with maybe a friend of the couple who lived here. And there was a photo of the guy Henry's in it. Walker.
A satanic group he was probably in.
Yeah, some satanic hobby interest group. I think they worship Satan and open portals and do Ouija boards and stuff.
You can see
RPGs or something. It's,
yeah, you can see young Henry kind of down on his knees next to a body of another walker. And as you can see, if you look on this walker, there is some bite wounds on him. But what you do notice is he's got fairly longish fingernails for a. And they are all caked in blood with a bit of dried skin on them. You can see Madeline kind of, Madeline, Dr. Wesley, that was it, wasn't it? There's a ranger station or something up there. There's a helicopter. Is that going to be any good for you? There's a few walkers around it. We looked through the binoculars. We could take
helicopter.
The boat. Yes, we could take the boat, cross it. We can get you out of here.
We can.
If you could get me to that helicopter and give me a chance to get airborne, assuming it's fueled.
We could do that. There's a few walkers around there, but we can distract them. We can get them off. We can
I'll look
use
at
something
in the eyes. Trying to get the doctor's attention. I'll look at him in the eyes. How many spaces are in that hospital, doctor? In that, how many spaces are in that helicopter, doctor?
You'll have to ask Madeline. I didn't see it.
And you get us all airborne?
It's just a yellow. Was it yellow helicopter?
No, it's just a helicopter. You could go look through the binoculars and have a look at it, and Henry's got some binoculars as well.
Yeah, it's just down that way. Like, we came with this really great idea. Like, that's why we came to the boathouse. Like, look at this boat. Look how much noise it's gonna make. Like, if we drive that round, the walkers they're gonna come and follow the noise. They'll come away from the helicopter, and you guys can swoop in on that little dinghy and go round and get the helicopter. Smart. We'll just have them chasing the boat. Yeah.
Z is looking in. Look at that. Kind of points just to the other side, to the left-hand side of where you were in the boathouse. You can see there's a crate of water, 12 bottles of water. There's some sort of small generator, and there's a jerry can. Crossbow. And there's a box of look like signal flares.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
Yes.
That is some top gear. Let's take all of that without a doubt, group.
And you can see the boat past Henry's dead friend.
Doctor, do they swim? The dead?
I don't know. I've not seen it, but I've also seen something that I didn't expect today, so can't say.
I mean, I would never thought I would see the dead walk. I guess if they're gonna walk, they could surely swim. I mean, I don't know if how safe that water's gonna be.
Well, they seem not as dexterous as a living person, and so while they might not suffer damage from being underwater, I doubt they'd be able to swim as well as you or I, but they might be able to walk until they come out. But I don't know.
Really? See Madeline kind of, they can walk underwater?
Oh.
Doctor's guessing as good as anyone's, better than anyone's. We've got to be careful that the water's not a safe place.
Well, we're going to be on the water. We can use the boat.
Yeah.
Look, there's room for all of us.
I like the plan.
Yes,
The
they
plan
should
is
not be able to get you in a boat unless you're in very shallow water. But so I go over and I look through the binoculars to get a look at the helicopter to see like what is it? Is it like a little 4-seater maybe, or?
No, it's something a little bit more.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You can see it's a wooden and stone construction. There's a large dock on the side, on the front rather, on the water's edge. The trees of the mountains behind it. You can see there's another boat over there, and the helicopter is on the far side of the building, and it is one of these.
Okay.
It's a
Fit all of us.
lifeguard rescue helicopter for mountain rescues and
Sure.
things. So more than likely, you're looking at there's a bit of space in there. There's going to be at least enough space for
stretchered outpatients
Stretcher.
at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe a medical tech. So yeah, and there's 2
Medical
seats at the
supplies
front.
that might be on that as well.
But that's all well and good for you guys here, but you've got Doris and Bobby and Jacob and the others that,
Well,
yeah.
we'll just get Jordan
Yeah.
and that's okay.
And you heard what Jesus did with bread and fish. We are getting that many people in that helicopter. Don't you worry.
Okay. So,
So what are you there?
Nick, well,
We're revving this up. I'm like inching towards the boat.
you can see. Well,
No, you
get
are
the boat
not.
Going.
No, you are not.
You can see Madeline goes, see, Lilibeth can drive the boat. She's done it before. I'll take the Porsche. I'll go tearing up this side, rev the engine, draw them around, do some spins, make some noise, and Lilibeth drives you over on the boat. You can drop the
So
doctor
the best
off.
part in the
and then
planning stage ends now.
You can then do lots of spins in the water. You can get the flares and fire them up. We can lead them further up, away from the helicopter. The doctor could sneak in, get the helicopter, get the engine going, and fly. Easy.
Yeah.
How hard can it be?
Then Madeline will pick me up and then we'll just take the car back and meet you there. Easy.
Yeah,
Solid
easy.
plan.
We can load the generator in the car. We can get the water in the car. We've got a crossbow now. She got to pick up the crossbow. This is awesome.
Will take
Gotta
the
start seeing
crossbow from the child. No. You don't have a crossbow now. The soldier.
I haven't put a
has
bolt in
crossbow
it.
now. Dave, hold on to this for me, please.
So I put a hand on the father's shoulder, and I say, Father, these children need to be able to defend themselves. You can't protect them forever.
Children are the future.
See, Madeline pulls out, I've got a big knife. And she's got something like a 7-inch bladed knife. I haven't got a gun like Lilibeth. Lilibeth's got a gun.
What?
Can I be a crossbow?
I actually give the revolver to Madeline. It's only got 2 rounds left in it. But if you need to protect yourself.
You can see she kind of grabs hold of it, checks the safety is on. She kind of flicks open the barrel, spins the ammo barrel. Yeah, 2 shots.
Oh, it's
And closes it up again.
6 shoot. It's a pea shooter even.
Yeah.
This is
mate,
the hell we live in now, isn't it? Children with
My
guns.
old man had guns and my brother had a gun, so I've done some shooting before.
Well, remember, don't unless you have to.
But we could do this.
You're still not driving the car, Madeline.
It's all right, Angie.
Right.
You're off with Bobby, so you've got more trouble.
A gun, I can handle, but you know the children are not doing the driving, right? Guns, because it's the apocalypse. Okay, no, someone else will still be driving. We don't mind.
And
I might
with
even volunteer for the driving.
And with that, we'll leave you to think of the plan to get Dr. Wesley to the helicopter, and we'll take a little break. So you can come up with a dynamically fantastic plan to get him safely to the helicopter while keeping the rest of you safe.
The doctor comes away from the binoculars and looks at everybody and says, I'm not going to lie to you. The helicopter can probably carry a few people, but it's not going to carry your entire group, from what you've told me, the people that you have back at your encampment.
Yeah.
And assuming there's even fuel in that helicopter, I hope there is, but assuming there's fuel in it, if I get in that thing and take off, I have to go to Atlanta. And I don't know that any of you want to be split from your group. There is strength in numbers, and as much as it is enticing, even to me, I've got a mission.
But can you carry that mission out on your own? Aren't you going to need someone?
There are people there.
You could fly that thing by yourself?
I can.
Okay. And what's there? The CDC?
Yes.
You really think there's a cure?
That's what myself and my colleague are going to try to develop, yes.
And all looks up as if to the heavens for a moment. I hope so. Hope so, Doctor. Yeah, we'll do what we need to do to get you to that helicopter. If there's any hope in this godforsaken apocalypse, then we have to try.
I heard one of you say something about having a radio at your camp.
Is there a radio at the camp? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure there's some kind of communication suite at the CDC, and we can try to make contact once I've reached there. Possibly. Yeah, possibly send the helicopter back if there's room for everyone, or if there's fuel even, but I can't make any promises.
or if there's even a CDC left.
Well, there is that, but again, I'm hoping.
So am I.
And you notice repeatedly that the doctor doesn't say pray ever. He constantly says hoping.
Yeah, I know. I'm hoping.
The CDC. The CDC building was on the outskirts of Atlanta. You do know that Atlanta was firebombed as well as part of the protocol to try and contain the dead. But the CDC building was on the outskirts of Atlanta. So, going to Atlanta with a group of people as well, yeah, there might not be a lot left of Atlanta anyway.
Right. Well, and I'm imagining too that there might be a contingent there to protect the other doctor and to protect our work, and just showing up with a whole bunch of people in tow is maybe not the smart move.
Yeah, I mean,
Also,
the head researcher is Dr. Candice Jenner. Her husband works there as well.
So there might be a small survivor there with some supplies, and that's why I'm saying, we could potentially be in contact once I get there, assuming.
I mean, that the CDC discovered the virus in April of this year. So they've been working on things since April when it was discovered. And it's now September, so maybe they've got something. I mean, you've been out of touch for 2 weeks. And that the White House was in contact with the CDC before the president was evacuated, which is when you were heading down there.
Okay.
Dr. Jenner, she's a good egg. She knows her stuff. Very gifted. Very knowledgeable.
Well, I'm assuming I know some stuff too.
You do, yes, but she's been at the front line of it.
Right.
Very personally involved.
Okay, so how are we going to get me to this helicopter, folks?
In that boat, I think.
Distraction. That's all it needs. Distraction.
If there's one thing we do know, it's that they respond to noise.
Big engine, boat, car.
CZ, I'll drive the boat. We can go up and down and make a lot of noise. Maybe Henry could be on board. Henry, did you go up with them to look at the binoculars? Are you still back in the boat shed?
I'm still down.
You kind of look, and everyone looks around. Do you not come up?
Nobody cares about me. I mean,
No, nobody cares about you. Henry's got a gun. He could do some shooting. Start shooting them. We could lead them up or downstream or up the lake away from them. If I focus on driving, we can get a couple of you just making noise, shooting.
Does the dinghy have oars? Or just it doesn't have anything? It just doesn't have.
No, it doesn't have anything. You could tow that dinghy, or they could drop you off before, and then distract the walkers away from the place. That was the plan that Lilibeth had.
Towing the dinghy isn't a bad idea. Just tow it, let it loose, close to shore, but keep the boat with the motor going.
I just had visions of going too fast and just yeet.
I mean, it's a dinghy. There's got to be maybe not oars good enough to cross the lake, which is why towing. But there's got to be at least little paddles or something for direction.
There'll be something there. Yeah, probably. Yeah.
So yeah, I think if you drag me across in the dinghy, and
back in the boat.
Yeah, and then let loose. I don't know. I think you should probably keep the car here for now, because I think you are all going to want to come back to this house, grab the gear, get it in the car, because you don't want to hump all of that useful materials all the way back to your camp. And I think you all are going to have to break into two groups, one group in the car, the other group on foot, going back to your camp once I'm off. But at the same time, there might be some valuable materials you might find in the ranger station once we get to that side. And assuming that we have time, I'm more than happy to help you search the ranger station before I fly off as well.
Yeah, I'm going to come with you. I'm going to drive the boat, I think, and I'm going to come with you, and I'm going to have a look at the ranger station, see if I can grab us anything useful. I think, Zev, if you stay here and take charge of things, the distraction, whatever we want to call it.
Yeah. You see Madeline kind of looks up. I'm going to go and check on Henry. You kind of left him down there, haven't you?
Yeah, Madeline.
She kind of gets up and walks away from the rest of you.
Be gentle with him, Madeline. I'll see as she walks away. That's his friend.
Doctor doesn't care. He's like, is your man okay?
Henry, let's switch to you for a second. You can see Madeline. Henry, you okay? They kind of need you.
He was our cleric.
Oh, what's that mean?
Doesn't deserve this.
Nobody deserves it. Nobody at all. It's a shitty thing. Very shitty thing. But you know, we're alive. And he's not suffering anymore. You know? You need to carry on. Yeah.
Right,
We're gonna
wipe the tears off. Stand up, take the photo, put it in my pocket, and
Do you want to bury him or something?
can we? Do we have time?
We can do that if needed. You know?
Yeah. It's the least we can do. He deserves a proper burial.
Well, we got a priest. The priest can say something. You know, I mean, maybe we don't want it stinking out the place. We can lock the door. You know, they'd have to swim to get into the boat shed from the other end. There's doors on it we can close. We could have this as a lockup. You know, after all this is all done, we can keep the boat in here, and it's there if we need to go up and down the lake. There's more places that we can search, I'm sure. Don't you think?
Mm.
Besides, I want to come back for the Porsche. I've never driven a Porsche before. I'd like to do something like that before I die. And, you know, we are all going to die eventually. Maybe not straight away. And, you know, maybe the old farts will die first, but, you know, we're strong. We're young.
Dark.
Yeah.
You call that a pep talk?
Oh, you know, shit happens. I'm thinking, what the fuck? What was it? Huh. Yeah, okay. Yeah. My brother used to play that funny game with the funny things, the dice. What was it? Make wisdom save. She's gonna pat you on the shoulder. You'll be fine. I mean, you know, we can get the doctor away from here. We got this place. We can come and board up all the doors and the windows. We can stop people getting in. I mean, there's not room for everyone here, but, you know.
We gotta go, yeah. We got a quest. We need to finish it.
Quest? Quest? Yeah. We're going to go and get the dock across the water, and he wants to take the helicopter.
Let's roll initiative.
What the hell are you talking about? But let's go.
And I just go to the boat.
Which is awesome.
You can see. You getting into the boat?
Yeah.
Okay. Lilibet's got the keys, I think. Actually, let's have something. Let's hope for that good roll. I want you to make a scout roll, please, Henry.
Okay. I was going to say, don't get Brian to do it if you're looking for a good one.
I was going to say, if they were on that bunch of keys, then...
I've been succeeding.
You really wanted me. I mean...
Okay.
Look at that.
I know, it's not just you.
The keys are in the boat's ignition.
Even after I messed up, okay.
Even though you still succeeded. You still succeeded.
Yeah. So that's the problem. I don't know where if everyone is still down here, and I'm like, who's with the boat?
It's just at the moment it's you and Madeline are by the boat because the others are up by the binoculars, halfway up the deck. Why don't you start it up?
Oh, don't fall for it. Don't fall for it.
He's already messed up the roll.
Yeah.
Get the group first.
Okay. She gets onto the door. She kind of... Hey, guys! We got the keys for the boat! It's this way! Come on!
Man,
She shouts out.
bitch.
Oh, nice! Let's go! Come on. It's now or never! And then...
I look
toddling
around
off.
at it and I'm like, why is Henry beating up a child? Henry, what are you doing?
You can see he just kind of puts his head in his hand. They're gonna kill me. They're gonna kill me.
So
he
I
grabs his weapon, heads back to the boat.
I make a quick look around to see if there's any walkers in sight before I start heading down the dock. Hopefully we'll pull them away before they come back.
I almost have a Hawkeye moment from Avengers Age of Ultron. No one would notice.
No.
Okay.
I was going to actually have a moment of clarity, realise that
Okay. Well,
the situation we're in and
let's
children are
just deal
getting
with
guns.
this. Yeah, let's just deal with Mr. Wesley a moment. You're looking around, and as you do look up this side of the lake and down on this side of the lake, you do see there are a few more walkers that seem to have either come out of the trees or seem to be walking down towards this area. They're coming towards you.
Climbers.
Drawing attention. We need to go.
Okay, sorry. Moment of clarity, Jonah. What were you doing?
It was just a moment of realisation that I'm going to have to just give in and grab a weapon here. And this crossbow that I've just handed to Zeev, it's not a gun. I think I'm going to ask you to give me that back.
Kind of hands it to you. I can't carry it. Too much for me.
Right, thank you. I guess maybe a couple of pointers. How do I load it and things? I'm going to quickly ask Zeev that.
It kind of shows you pull this back, load the bolt in, click, shoot, reload.
Thanks.
You've still got the shotgun though, haven't you?
I've got a shotgun, yeah, but I don't like the idea of the guns, but I quite prefer the idea of the crossbow.
Okay.
Have I used the shotgun yet? I don't think I have.
You've held it very uncharacteristically, but yes, you have held it.
You've held it.
Yeah.
So I'll click the shotgun, and I'll equip
You've
the
held it,
crossbow.
but weren't able to shoot it because you never cocked it.
That's true. Yeah. He's a priest. He went half cocked. Was that too much?
Good. It was the right amount.
It's not going to unequip. I don't unequip it.
I've unequipped the shotgun. I've done it for you. Don't worry.
Okay, nice. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you are all out. You are going to have to drive the boat out, Henry, if you are going to tie the orange dinghy boat to the back of it. So,
Jonah.
so make a mobility roll.
Well, we get in the dinghy with me. We should head over there.
Yep, and add +2 to start it up because you are not skilled at using the boat. So I'm going to need a skill roll just to So +2, a bonus on the dice roll, please. For
Me?
Henry, yes, you're driving it, aren't you?
So mobility and then a +2 bonus.
Mobility and then just 2 bonus dice.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Beautiful.
Nice roll.
Nice, mate. Nice. Yeah. You easily start the boat up, get yourself familiar with it. Yeah, you got this. You bring the boat out and you're able to attach the orange dinghy.
The one lying dead out there is a friend of mine who worked with boats. He might have taught me some little things.
You might have done, yes. Okay. So yes, you rev quietly the engine up and it's powerful. The fuel tank is full on this boat. Looks like it was fueled up to get out of here because, as you said, there was the generator, there was the water, the crossbow, and the signal flares. Anyone pick up the signal flares, by the way? They're just flares that make a light in the sky.
If Steve didn't
Are
pick
they
them
on
up, I
board?
would pick them up and give them to him.
Okay, yeah, okay. You're using Z as a pack mule now, aren't you?
No, as a soldier that should be shown these things and deciding where they go. That's why I'm giving these things to Z, because he's a soldier.
Okay, yeah, okay, yeah.
I'm looking at him for leadership.
Okay, yeah, he's not here.
Even though I know Jake's not here, but yeah, I'm still trying to go through the character.
It's down to
But
you.
if there are signal flares on board of the speedboat, we could
No,
use
there's not.
that as a distraction.
You got the 5 signal flares that were on the box, ready to be loaded into the boat. Of course not, Angie. They got distracted by boats and Porsches. Tony got a knife, yeah. So anyway, yes, you bring the boat out.
We did look for food. The kitchen was empty.
The kitchen was empty.
Yeah.
Yes,
it wasn't
yeah,
empty
yeah.
because there was a walker.
Well, I mean, we can start carving that up.
That's true. Yeah.
And I found my dead friend.
And maybe once you've got the doctor safely on the helicopter, you come back and you can have a scavenge around, and we'll make some rolls and see if there's anything extra that you didn't find on the first glance through.
I think that would be smart for to do in the sheriff's office.
Yeah, that might be a good idea. Yeah.
And the
Okay,
rangers
so
office.
yes,
Those.
you pull the boat out and you attach the orange dinghy to the back of the speedboat. As you are doing that, you do notice there are walkers on the shoreline that seem to have been attracted by some of the noise that you guys have been making.
Gotta go.
So, who's getting into which boat?
Hell, I thought I was going to be going with the doctor, but it looks like Henry is.
No, Henry's driving the speedboat. I'm in the dinghy that they're gonna let go of. And I mean, I can go by myself, but if you want to come with me, that's fine.
Yeah, I want to come with you.
Perfect. A
So
priest
two
is
in the
what we
dinghy,
need.
2 in the speedboat.
I'll jump in the dinghy with
The others are
dog.
going with the Porsche.
No, I think everybody else is in the speedboat with you.
There's basically too many walkers now coming to get the Porsche out. You are going to be doing this water base. So Z, Lilibeth, and Madeline are going to be in the back of the speedboat. There is room. Henry is going to be driving the speedboat. Z is going to have his gun ready, and Dr. Wesley is going to be in the dinghy with Jonah. So, at least one thing, Dr. Wesley, you've got some religious faith with you.
Yeah, that's exactly what I need.
I'm sure it'll make a difference. So all you've got to do is get Dr. Wesley off, distract the walkers on there, and then you've got to pick up Jonah. That's easy. How
Just gotta
hard
wait
could
for
that
1
be?
minute. Just got to wait with that boat at the side for 1 minute. I'm going up for a quick scab and see if there's anything. And also, if you get to that helicopter and there's no keys, no way to start it, he's going to have to come back anyway. You have to wait a minute just in case. I'm going to have to go up with him and find out if he's getting out of here or not. Can't just leave the island.
You can be there to help him get to the helicopter, because you're going to have to go past the walkers, because the helicopter is on the far side of the building. And then you're going to have to turn around the boat and distract the walkers away. They're going to have to then get to the helicopter, check that it works, get it started. Yeah. Easy.
Leave him to it himself, yeah. When I have to go with him.
Yeah. I mean, anything can happen.
Before we got on the boat,
Yep.
in the shed or anything, it was just wanted to pick up like a loose board or pipe or anything, because I'm literally just looking for something that could whack against the boat and make a lot of noise.
You want to whack something on this fiberglass boat?
I don't. Yeah, that's not a good idea. And also, your motor is going to make enough noise. Even if you're slow and idling, your motor is going to make enough noise.
And remember, you've got the gun. That makes a lot of noise as well. You could just randomly. You could get some target practice and practice shooting off this gun. You're just going to hold it right so that the kickback on it doesn't knock you into the water. Okay.
Or that you don't through the fiberglass bottom of the boat.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Please
Just don't mess up.
Kick her in the water.
Just don't mess up. We don't want to see that.
This is going to go badly.
Okay.
And if I'm not back in 5 minutes, you go. And if you need to leave me to save the rest of the group, you go. All right, Henry?
No, hang on. I thought they were going anyway, right? Like they were going to pull up, drop us off, and pull away. Maybe not super fast, but slow enough to draw walkers along the shore with them.
That's the plan. Yeah, that's the plan.
Okay.
And then they're going to have to come back and pick up Jonah at some point.
Right.
You don't see a bird going up in 5 minutes and I don't come back in 5 minutes, Henry, you go. This is my point. You don't wait for us if I'm not coming back.
It's a speedboat. We can get to you fast enough. You literally just jump in and we go. Because the walkers are pretty slow.
Yeah.
It's going to be easy. Yeah, it's going to be no problem. I have faith that you guys can do this. I'm sure even Jonah has faith that you guys can do this.
I don't know why it makes me feel a little bit uneasy when the GM's
Jonah's
like,
the only one
it's
who
going to
has
be fine,
faith.
you're doing this plan.
I can say this now.
Faith, because
What
the doctor
could
and me
go
are men of
wrong?
science more.
Everything is going to work fine.
Okay. So, Henry, you pull the speedboat out and rev the engine up. You can see the walkers on this side are starting to congregate towards the lake house and kind of walking towards the water, chasing after the boat. And as you swing the speedboat around, you're keeping the speed down because you don't want to swamp the orange boat, the dinghy. And Dr. Wesley, you and Jonah kind of staying low, and you're going to cut the rope on the boat as they're going in, so they don't need to stop, and you're going to let the dinghy go slowly, moving in towards the deck.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Okay.
Is that the way you would do it?
Yeah. Sensible. Steady. Okay. You make the moves. You can see as the engine is revved up, as you get a little bit faster and you get closer to the ranger station, the engine noise is there and the walkers are all kind of just turning at the sound. You can see on the deck, they're kind of starts to walk towards the deck area, towards the water. You swing the boat in. To Wesley or Jonah, you cut and free yourselves, and the speedboat kind of swings away. You can Z starts taking random pot shots at some of the walkers, taking them down. You can see he looks at you, Lilibeth. Go on, give it a go. Just don't hit anything vital. Don't hit the helicopter.
Yeah, no, be very.
Oh, why did you say that?
Priest, the doctor, also, please, Lilibeth, thank you. Do not shoot at me. I've got enough problems.
Okay, so let's see how good Lilibeth is, because you just need a little bit of practice. So you go to your inventory screen and you click the pistol stroke revolver tab, and you may take a shot.
Okay.
Wow, you are a
Very nice.
natural. As Henry is there, you kind of brace with two hands and you pop a shot off. You hit one of the walkers in the head, it drops. Another one that was slightly in front of it walks off the end of the decking into the water and starts to just drops into the water. And you can see as you're firing it, and Z is firing as well. And Henry's maybe having a little bit of fun. He's kind of swinging the boat left and right and making the waves kind of go up. Yeah, maybe.
Maybe trying to wet some walkers with the waves.
Yeah. He probably did. Yeah, that's probably a good thing. Yes. And you then swing round, and as the dinghy kind of slowly moves in, using the inertia of the speedboat, kind of goes in towards the deck, and you kind of spin round and start heading back the way you came and start drawing the walkers off. Gunshot keeps going off, you keep firing, making lots of noise, you rev the engine, and as you start accelerating away, you can see the walkers are following. You slow down the boat, and most of the walkers you've seen seem to be moving off there.
Do I see something next to the shore that I can shoot the flare at that maybe draw the walkers there, that I can safely go back towards the?
Yeah, there is a bench at this end of the ranger station. You could shoot at that, or you could shoot the tree that's next to it. No guarantee it's gonna go up
on forest fire.
Okay.
But if there was something that, like maybe a car that might be able to get an explosion or something.
No, because the boat is the boat that's tied up there is on the end where the helicopter is, and you're trying to lead them away from the helicopter towards this end of it.
I want to.
You could just fire.
That I can use that sound of the explosion to get back, and that they don't follow the boat again.
No, because the flare is basically going to fire off, and it's going to bright lights more than an explosion. It's just a flare gun.
Yeah, but if there's something flammable, the flare does give something of burn.
But you're right close to a forest. You don't want to get anything that's too flammable, as in the trees and the grass. Remember, your haven is in this forest. So maybe not yet. Okay, Dr. Wesley and Jonah, can I have scout rolls from you, please?
You sure can.
Who messed up?
2 successes with a mess up.
It wasn't me.
No.
Oh, but I failed.
I know.
I was the mess.
Okay.
I was going to say
But
before,
this is
after
kind of
we started rolling
important,
dice,
so
yeah.
I'm gonna push.
Mm,
I need to be aware of what's going on around me.
Okay, go on then.
There it is.
Okay. Yeah.
No mess up for me. Boom.
You look, and you can see that a majority of the walkers seem to be following downstream. There's one or two scattered around as you are looking and climbing out of the boat, and you can see a single walker. It's a bit further down, seems to spot where you are and starts walking towards you, or ambling towards you, towards the dock area, towards the wooden decking towards you. You are going to have to deal with this walker.
it's time I entered the war and raised a weapon.
Oh,
And with-
crossbow
with-
silent. Yep.
Yeah, with much regret, I'm going to actually point a weapon and shoot it. I'm going to pull this crossbow out and
Okay.
see if I'm any good with it.
So in your entry screen, you click the crossbow icon,
The icon. Yep.
aim and fire.
Aim and fire. Let's go.
Nice.
You aim a crossbow bolt straight into the head of this walker that's ambling towards you. Drops down immediately.
Oh, I just realized you should feel really comfortable with a crossbow. It's a cross bow.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's the right shape.
Maybe you mount your cross on it as well, and you'll be fine. Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
There you
it's
go.
like
Roman.
yeah.
He will have a cross hair on his crossbow.
So,
Yeah.
for sure. Lilibeth,
Power of the cross.
as you are looking back, Lilibeth, from the boat, you see this group that you have attracted. You see that there was one walker that was still there, but you see Jonah raises the crossbow and shoots at it, taking it out quite nicely as they climb up onto the wood of the decking. You can see the helicopter straight ahead. It's on a circular pad on the far side of the building. Are you checking the helicopter out first, or are you splitting up? And is Jonah going into the ranger's office?
I mean, we need to check the helicopter first, because I mean, I won't start it until you've had a chance to go quickly into the ranger station. But if we need something in the ranger station for the helicopter, we should probably go
Go
together.
through the ranger station first. Yeah. You might need something for the helicopter.
But I'm saying check the helicopter first, so that we know
Yes.
what we need if we need something.
All right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. You're the one with you're the one with the mission here. Yeah.
So yeah, I just want to check and make sure. I mean, helicopters, man, do they have keys? No, I think it's just an ignition switch.
It's an ignition switch.
Probably
Yeah.
right.
Okay.
But we need to make sure that it's fueled, which
Okay.
I would guess I would know how to, with my piloting skill, I would know how to check just very quickly.
You know how to start up procedures. You'll know how to check visually that the aircraft is flyable, and you will also be able to check whether it's fueled. That's
Yeah.
not a problem.
So I want to
You've
check
got to
that.
you've got to start up the electrical aspect of it before you engage the rotors as well.
Right. So I want to check that. Anything that's not going to make noise, I want to check really quick to see
Okay.
if I need to go into the ranger station for anything.
Right. Okay. So you both head over to the chopper. I am going to need from. Oh, what's it going to be? Let's have a tech roll. But Brian, you can add the +2 to that because you've got the specialization of flying, haven't you? The talent.
Okay.
Piloting, yes. You have a talent that is a specialization of flying, piloting.
How am I adding dice to this,
So-
though. I just see
So
roll.
basically, you click you click the tech skill, and it comes up, and you got
Which I
an add
did.
bonus dice at the bottom. You add the 2 to the bonus dice, and then you roll it.
Oh, hang on. It wasn't letting me enter, but that's because my numpad wasn't set to.
There you go.
Numbers.
And Jonah, can you make a tech roll, please, as well?
Heck. Probably not.
That was
Oh,
depressingly
yeah.
low for that many dice.
I
Still,
got on 4 dice.
still successes. You
Ryan has the low one for that many dice because 11 dice plus 3
14 dice, baby. 14.
and still
Dice.
only 2 successes.
okay? You race up to the chopper. The first thing you
Quite
you
casual
quietly
is how
move
I'm
up to the
moving.
chopper. The first thing you notice is on the ground around the chopper, there is the smell of aviation fuel.
Of course there is. Why wouldn't there be? Okay.
And the concrete is got pools of spilt aviation fuel. And as you look down, there is a hose, a refueling hose,
Oh, okay.
lying on the ground. And as you look just at where the refueling hatch is for the chopper, you do see there is the remnants of aviation fuel on the outside of the chopper. So it looks like from the visual inspection that has been fueled. You climb into the chopper, switch the electrics on, everything pops up, most things in the green. There's a couple of orange warning lights. There's a little bit of dust on the thing, and it doesn't look like it's been flown in a while. You also notice that there are some more walkers that are further on the far side of the helicopter that have been drawn to the activity. And there is maybe 12, 14 more walkers that are coming down the shore towards the ranger station. They're not close to it yet, but they are getting closer and closer. And the longer you stay here, the more chance they will get too close. And you don't want them to be too close when you engage the engines. You do not want anything caught in the blades that could damage the blades or any other part of the chopper. So bear that in mind for your investigation inside.
Here's actually my other thought. I turn to Jonah and I say, if you want to investigate the ranger station, I can start the chopper up right now. It will pull walkers in, but they'll be drawn to the chopper. And as soon as I'm ready to lift off, I will lift and move away from the ranger station, kind of over the shore, to draw zombies there to give you time in the ranger station if you want me to.
Just 1 minute in there. I mean, is that bird going to fly?
then-
Are you getting out of here?
I think it's going to fly, and I think I can take a few minutes to just hover and draw walkers, but that means you're going to be exploring the ranger station on your own.
Understand, but you're flying all the way to Atlanta on your own, so it's the least I can do for the group.
Okay, so that's the plan.
Yep, that is my plan. I'm straight. It's going to be search for the most essential items because I'm going to do it as fast as I can. We're talking first aid, medicine, anything that's obviously ammunition or weapons, basically food. Also,
Speaking of first aid, before we start this, there's got to be like a first aid kit on this chopper, right?
from the
There
chopper.
is, yes. There's
So-
there is a medical kit on there, and it is an advanced medical kit.
So I pull it off the wall and I say, here, take this first. I've got my own.
Now this is a large, like a plastic box with medical supplies in it. It's not something you can just sling over your shoulder. It's, you've
That's
seen
one
the
hand completely
paramedics.
occupied already.
Yes, it's
Briefcase.
It's gonna,
Yeah.
bigger than a briefcase.
Like a
You
crate.
can get Yeah, basically maybe like a cool box. About the sort of size of a cool
like a
box
cooler,
with various medical equipment in it.
Actual medical suitcase.
Yeah, kind
basically a
of.
medical suitcase, yes. So
Cool.
it's going to be heavy for him to move around. But yes, you can
Okay,
take it off
so-
and put it on the ground.
Yeah,
You can
let's
pick it up
take it
later.
out, move it down to the dock where the boat can pull up and grab you, and that way you can just hand it off to them in the dock, and then you can search the ranger station, come back down to where that is. They'll see you on the dock when they roll up, and that way you've got this advanced med kit too.
Okay, that's the plan.
So yeah, I'll help him before I start power up on the chopper. I'll help him move that to a good location on the dock where they'll be able to pull up alongside, and they can he can hand it off and then get into the boat with everything else that he's got, hopefully. And then I will start powering up the chopper.
Okay. Let's switch back to Lilibeth and Henry. Can you please, both of you, as you are driving the boat down, make a scout roll, please?
Okay.
Nope.
Take a bit, yeah.
Okay. Henry obviously is so focused on keeping the boat safe and everyone else safe. Z is focused on looking down towards the ranger station. You, Lilibeth, you spot something. It's like a flash of a light in your eyes, and kind of point your hand, and you kind of look just off to the side on the other side of the lake where the lake house is, and you see there is a black Jeep or pickup truck with a large bumper cage on the front. There's something on the side written, but you can't make it out from where you are. But there is someone that's stood outside of the car in a driver's door with a pair of binoculars looking down at the boat. And that's the flash that caught your eye, the sun reflecting off the binoculars.
Do you relate that message?
He's wearing a brown jacket, looks like some sort of combat boots and combat trousers. Yeah.
Did we say that? Did we have binoculars in the group?
I have binoculars.
Henry's got binoculars, but he's driving at the
That's
moment.
why I'm asking if you are telling me this.
Yeah, give me a second. I'm just. So I just wanted to double check. So I'm going to go to get Zev and just nudge him and just point in the direction, and then I'm gonna just shout to Henry. He's like, Henry, which binoculars? I need your binoculars. So I
Can I
mean,
hand them over?
yeah. So I'm gonna have
Okay.
a look while Zev's
Okay.
trying to find.
You can make another scout roll. You can add a bonus dice of 2, which is what binoculars give you.
Oh wow. Okay.
So in the additional bonuses, put in there +2. Just enough. You can see this man. There's a gun, a rifle on the bonnet of the truck. And on the side of the Jeep, you do see that on the Jeep door.
Okay.
Ah.
I never saw that.
You didn't see that.
So
Jonah didn't see it. Henry didn't see it. And Z
Zev
did.
did. Yeah.
He did. Zev did.
yeah, so I'm just gonna pull him down, turn to Zev, and it's like, it's security. Talk. And he's got a gun. Are they gonna be okay over there? And just
It's on the far side of where the ranger station is. It's on the side where the lake house is, which is the boat you have got.
Are you telling me
I
it's
did not make that
Anderson?
connection.
Are you telling me it's Anderson?
Oh no, I'm just saying it's security. It's like because we're literally like my first thought is they're trying to break into the ranger station, but yeah, it's like we stole the boat.
Yes. And the owner was
I
Anderson.
remember the symbol from the house that we were in, so.
I'll pass the binoculars over to Zeb if he wants to have a look.
Okay, he takes a look. And while you're doing that, we'll
Wait.
switch back.
Hang on. I wanted to ask real quick, because maybe I missed it. Is he by the lake house?
He is maybe 100 feet away from the lake house as he stopped and heard the boat revving on the lake.
Oh. I wonder if we set off some kind of an alarm. That's interesting. Okay.
Possibly, yeah.
Okay. Meanwhile, back to the heist. You know that the boat is gone down the lake. You've moved the advanced medical kit
The dock.
down by the dock. You can see that Ryan, Dr. Wesley, is back in the chopper, and you are running towards the doorway. Okay.
Is
You
there a
can see the
window at the
doorway
door
is,
before I go in?
the door is closed. What are you doing?
Is there a window on the door to look in?
Yes. It's
Yeah,
dark
nothing.
inside.
No, okay.
Dark inside. There's no power seeming to be on here.
I'm trying to remember if I've got a light, a torch.
Nope. No, you haven't. No, you haven't.
Just the light of the Lord doesn't help in this situation.
Just the light of the
does it?
Lord. Your faith. You have your faith to guide you.
Yeah, I keep praying. He's not listening, man.
You're still alive?
I will.
You're still alive? What more can it be? You saved
That's true,
Henry.
that's
What is that? You saved the girls many times.
Is it a 90-degree handle or like a circular thing that I turn?
It's
Latch
a
handle.
turning round handle.
With the latch in the with the
Turn,
key,
pull,
key in the
and
middle
open.
thing number. Right, okay.
Yeah. But there's no
Turn it
keys.
first.
Yeah. So
Turn it first.
crossbow is in one hand.
clip.
Can't use it one-handed, but yes. Or are you putting what
Put the
else you
knife in the
got?
hand, the other hand, I think, yeah.
Okay, so crossbow hanging from the back, so unusable. So you've got the knife. Okay.
I've got the knife in one hand. I'll turn the handle and just wait.
Okay.
Any
Yeah.
sign of any sound or anything.
No, nothing.
And obviously listening for the click. Does it open? Like, is it open?
Yeah,
or
you know,
locked?
it clicks, and it opens. It's not locked.
Blue push the door open.
Okay.
There's no light at all, no light source.
There's no light source at all, bar the light coming in from the door behind you. You can see you're in a small entry sort of lobby area. There is a window on one side, but there's a shutter on it. There's a doorway going through to the next part of the thing.
Your ranger's
And in
office,
this room,
maybe.
it's
I'm going to
just- Yeah, I mean, this front is there's a desk, there's a counter, there's lots of little leaflets about this area, the lake, how this. You kind of quickly skim over it. It seems that this lake, as well as a recreational area, further upstream in the lake, there is a water treatment plant that provides all the clean water for a Roanoke, as well as all the
their
houses
flyer
around
will
here.
have That's going to have a version of a map on it, or they're going to have a version of a map somewhere. I'll stick one of them in my pocket.
Yeah, okay, yeah, for the water treatment plant, yeah. And there's a few other things, there's leaflets on speedboating and water sports, recreation activities. There's even a leaflet for Buffles Drift Lodge. It's like a holiday home, a lodge holiday home. Up further into the mountains. Price on there. Oh yeah, that's what it cost a week to rent this place, or what it did cost a week to rent. The amenities on there, kitchen, barbecue.
I'm gonna grab that flyer, stick that in my pocket.
Whirlpool, and there's the address on it as well.
Significantly now.
Got an address on it, right? Definitely putting that in my pocket. Right, quickly, I'm going to go through to the office. I'm going to try to do the same thing with the door. Listen first. Quick.
Okay. Make a scout roll then, please. You listen. Yeah, scout roll first.
Scouty. Lord guides me.
You listen. You hear the door click, but you can hear something on the other side. You can hear some movement, some shuffling.
I'll release door handle, and I'm coming. Oh nah, there could be something really, really important in there. I'm gonna go in. So I hear one thing moving or multiple things moving.
You just hear some shuffling before you go in. What are you doing?
Cross myself and open the door. See what comes.
You pull the door open, look in. You can see there is a walker in there. Turns. You can see front of his shirt, male. His chest is all exposed. You can see ribs. You can see his heart kind of hanging there, torn parts of his lung, and there's like it's like some popping of blood on the lungs as he starts turning and starts walking towards you, either sensing you, smelling you, hearing you, and he is walking towards you quite rapidly. Just the one at the moment. That's all you can see at the moment. You're focused on one.
I'm going to focus that knife.
Yeah.
Close my eyes, say another quick prayer, and just try and go for him in the head.
Okay. Make the close combat roll, please.
So do I click the knife icon?
Click the knife icon.
Yep. No bonus dice or anything here, eh? So God gives me a bonus dice. Oh. Success and a mess up.
Don't know if I like Strange's face.
You
No, I don't like that at all.
skillfully, with your faith guiding you, knife straight in to his head. And it sticks there. And you hear from the side of you.
Oh no!
There.
Oh no.
I am going to allow you to make a mobility roll.
Mobility.
Or a base close combat, or a fist attack, basically, to try and push this thing away from you. The knife is stuck in the head. If you fail, you're going to get a walker attack.
And do I get to choose? I get to choose what's better. So if my mobility is a better roll, I can use that.
No, sorry. It's going to be a foot or a fist roll, unless you want to leave the knife and dodge.
Oh yeah,
But
that's
if
what I'm happy.
if you use your mobility, you leave the knife in the walker's skull.
That's what I'm doing. Yeah.
Okay, so make a
It's
mobility
the better
roll.
roll. So that's the plan. Drop the knife and just get out.
And you're basically trying to get out of there. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, come on.
But it's a success.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
You skillfully let go of the knife, turn, and just kind of roll, jump, leap away from this attack. And you can see this walker, it's an old woman, grey hair. There's a pair of spectacles hanging off the ear and down, mouth and jaw opening as you leap out the way. But it is a leap away from her. She is still moving towards you. You can either keep pulling back, you can make a mobility roll to try and grab the door and close it, trapping her in there, but it's going to stop you going any further in.
Is there anything?
Or you can try and take her out.
Yeah, is there an improvised weapon within arm's reach? Something that might take something out?
You've got a fist or a boot. It's a little old lady. She's frail and, librarian glasses kind of hanging down.
My fist isn't hard enough to cave somebody's skull in, so he grabs a big wooden cross off his neck, just rips it off.
Yeah, okay.
Just using the butt end of it.
Okay, yeah. Well, we'll use foot or fist.
Yeah. In the temple.
Yeah. Okay, go for it. So foot or fist roll.
Oh no, I'm gonna have to push that.
That's a bad push.
You can see okay. We roll on the walker attack table. See your fate.
Doesn't somebody have a talent?
Yeah, no, I'm waiting. I was about to ask, is the talent coming before or after the attack? After. I think.
Yeah, I think it comes in after. The talent is guarded by a...
It's to save myself from... I get a re-roll on...
Yeah. When you...
re-roll it.
Basically, when you roll a random die to see if you're hit or bitten, you may re-roll once.
Hit or bitten.
I'm gonna let you do that re-roll now. I'm gonna let you do a close combat roll, but you cannot push it this time.
Right, okay, so just rolling for foot or fist again, yeah.
This is just you're guarded by a higher power.
On God.
No.
This little old granny, grey hair, comes close to you, mouth opening right in front of your face. You can smell the pungent breath. You can smell see the rotten teeth and blood in her mouth and her clawed nails that are dirty. And she goes to bite you. And you kind of just step back. Your hand slips and your cross goes straight up through the nose and into the brain. Blood, brain matter, crap, brains, bones, skull impact on your hand as you push this cross and therefore your fist into and through her face and into the brain. I want you to take one additional point of stress.
Oh yeah, okay. And as I see the Jesus on the cross going up the nose and the blood in the gore, I'll say, Father, forgive me.
Okay.
Out loud.
How much stress are you on now?
3. That's all right, eh?
3. Okay. Yeah. How bad could it be?
Bad. Yeah. I killed 3 walkers, and I'm great at this game. I'm gonna do this, sure.
The breaking point is 5 stress points.
If I don't find anything after that performance, if there's nothing in here that was worth going in for, I'll be raging.
Okay. You kind of pull out brains and brain matter on the cross, and you can see this frail, little old, grey-haired walker. The glasses kind of just drop, ting and crack as you push her to the ground. You can see beyond and into the room. You can see, looks like some sort of supply room.
Bingo.
I am going to let you scavenge. So I need you to make a survival roll for me, please.
Survival. Come on.
Survival.
I see a success and a mess up.
Oh my god, this is higher than we've ever been with threat level.
Whatever I get here is good enough and I'm out. Whatever I get here is good enough and I'm out.
And
Is
you
there like
get
a
it.
high point for the threat or anything?
No, 5 seems like a high number the way there's 5 fingers on that hand.
Maximum? Is that the maximum?
No.
Wow.
Okay. Well, we are going to make a single roll here now. We are going to make a roll. Pick a number between... Actually, roll a d6 for me. Just roll a standard d6.
You here?
We're going to go on row 3 rather. Let's roll to see what you find.
Please be good, please be good, please be good.
Ooh. You kind of grab a homemade spear. It looks like a broom. It's got a knife attached to it. And you've just lost your knife. It's still embedded in the skull of what you've got. And you kind of grab hold of it.
It's good enough. It's good enough. It's good enough.
It's something. As you grab hold of it, there's a door ahead of you. Comes open, and you can see walkers moving in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They are like at arm's length. You are in effectively a swarm of walkers rather than a single walker. Okay. Oops, ignore that. That was me button pressing badly. Sorry, that was me catching a macro.
Spear and go. Spear and run. Spear and run.
Let's run. Okay.
It's good enough.
Okay.
Let me live.
You have what we call a swarm that you have to deal with. This is not a one-on-one walker. This is multiple walkers that are arm's length. Okay. Okay. I want you to take one more point of stress.
Okay. 4 seems like a high number to me.
You need to fight this swarm off. The threat level is 5. You need 5 successes.
Whoa!
Oh my
to
god.
deal with this swarm. If there was a group of you, the 5 successes would be spread between 2 or 3 people that could act on defeating a swarm. You, unfortunately, my friend, are all alone.
I think we're gonna lose our holy man.
I think so too.
Wait, what about my plan with the chopper? Aren't I taking off by now? Isn't the noise drawing some?
Oh,
They are on
yes.
top of me, mate.
The noise is drawing
they will
them.
go through him.
The noise is drawing them out. And
Right,
the
don't-
way
that's a
out
form.
is through the door and through the noise that they heard the other side of the door. And
I
as
see.
you are revving the engine up and he still hasn't come out, you can see to your left, further up, coming down towards here, there is more walkers coming. You're looking 15, 16. They seem to be coming out of the trees, heading towards the ranger station.
So yeah, I gotta lift off whenever I'm able.
Okay.
Now the military man comes up.
Okay. So you start to take off. And you, again, generating life. You can now, as you are attacked by these walkers, you hear the chopper increasing in engine noise. It sounds like he's taking off. I need you to make a close combat roll or a mobility roll. Mobility roll means you are basically legging it, but you need 5 successes.
5 successes with my 5 dice. Easy.
Well, you got your stress dice as well, haven't you? Yes. So you can make. Oh, hang on. Yes, it's a swarm attack. It's a 5.
Just run.
Oh no, sorry. No, so like I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You can't. You need to use either force, close combat, or range combat to fight them off.
The only way I would have a chance against a swarm right now on my own would be if I pulled that shotgun off my back and got a shot off.
Possibly.
Do I have a chance of doing that?
Let's just check something. I just want to check.
You check
I
and
want to
change
check
weapons.
in the book. Oh yeah, you can drop the spear. You can grab the shotgun off. You can do that absolutely no problem. So the problem is you are fighting this and you are alone, and that is the difficulty.
Problem is you still need 5 successes.
You still need 5 successes. Now, okay.
Now, actually, I just had a thought.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to die here. Am I better to make noise or not? Am I better to die quietly or die noisily?
Well, okay, no, that's that. You basically. You basically, if there was more than one of you here, you could both have a roll. You need to make 3 skill rolls. Okay? The first skill roll will be a standard skill roll. The second skill roll, this is you basically either shooting the shotgun off. The second skill roll will have a -2. And the third skill roll will have a -4 to it. And with those 3 rolls, you need to get the 5 successes.
Okay. Make a poll in the Twitch chat for Oliver's next character, folks.
He's not there yet. You could still. God is with you. Remember.
God has forsaken us all. Don't lie to me. Right. So,
Finally, he sees it.
I'm just going to give you.
Can you equip the shotgun for me?
Just gonna say one last thing. Don't go scavenging alone.
Lesson learned, eh? Hard way.
Lesson learned. Okay.
There's still a chance. I'm sure there is.
There's still a chance. We need 5 successes. So, your first attack roll. So you'll be using You'll be clicking on the. And yes, you'll be clicking on the shotgun. So you can click on the shotgun. If you mess up, it could be that you don't have enough shells in the shotgun.
It's not loaded.
Oh, that's already 2.
2 successes. You
2
bring the
successes, no
shotgun
mess
up.
ups.
That's
Now
good.
the bike can at least start.
Dr. Westley, you have got the chopper now hovering, just going over the water, and you can hear the sound of a shotgun going off. Let's have a quick scout roll from Henry and Lilibeth, just to see if you hear any sounds.
Wow. Everybody's succeeding now.
You are basically
You're all gonna see me die.
You're kind of going around trying to keep the walkers interested in the sound you're making, because you have to go quite close to the shore and then pull away, turn around, come back. As you are doing one of these little turns, you hear the sound of a shotgun going off from behind you, from back towards the ranger station. And you know that Jonah has got a shotgun. At this point, what do you two do? What do you do, Henry? You hear a shotgun going off.
I'll
Do you think they're in trouble?
look at how many walkers are following the boat.
You've got about 20 or 25 that are attracted to the noise you're making as you're spinning this boat around on the water.
Yeah, well,
You can also see the
Speed
helicopter
up.
is in the air as you're looking around.
I'm gonna speed up
Yep.
and turn around, because I have a feeling, because walkers, these are not the
Okay.
running kind as in the modern ones.
Yep.
So I'll just put full throttle on it and turn back towards the ranger station.
Can you make a mobility roll for driving the boat with a +2 bonus? See how successful you are.
But man,
Beautiful.
Oh.
No, I messed up.
You guys
they just say
success?
this man.
Yeah, but I messed up. That's what I'm afraid of.
Yeah.
You spin the boat round and start heading back. But you are quite close to the side. And the herd
would
that
spin my
you
head
have, the
round,
swarm
round,
that
round.
you have, turn and start turning and heading back towards the ranger station. Jonah. Next shot
Next
with a
shot, is that-
-2.
and the
in
other
boat,
shell,
please.
the other barrel with
It's a pump action shotgun. You're okay. You pump the shotgun, you fire. But in the bonus section, I want you to put a -2.
type in minus. You type in -2.
Type
don't
in
you?
-2. Yep, I think it works.
Okay, I see one.
Second shell goes off. One more success. You're holding these walkers off. You all hear as you're moving down a second shotgun shell, a shotgun fire. And these walkers are all around you. They are right in your face as you are actually shooting them. I need you, as you're backing up, need you to make your final roll. This is at -4. And you need 2 more successes.
Yeah, I don't think it's possible, is it?
Possible.
It's possible.
Is that?
Come on.
It's
Is it?
possible,
Right.
but not probably.
Yeah,
God, all things are possible,
it's-
right enough.
Because the negative is not going to reduce your stress dice, so it is
Right, yeah.
possible.
Still got all the stress
Yeah,
dice, don't you? Yeah.
Yes.
possible.
Also,
It's not probable.
God, all things are possible. Watch this.
Nope. And a mess up. Ugh.
It was nice knowing you, Jonah.
No, they've got no.
Yeah, you too.
You fire
Luck with that kid.
and it clicks. You're out of ammo. These walkers.
I remember
and you still haven't.
telling us that ammo wasn't a thing in this game.
Unless you mess up.
Does he mess
Unless
up?
you mess up. Unless you get the mess up.
Always changing the rules.
Now, we're going to roll a walker attack for you.
Yeah, you could survive it.
You could survive it. Yeah, you could roll low.
Only
And
rolled once, and I don't know how many of the swap
Can't
there are
re-roll
left.
now. I've had my re-roll already the way, so that
Yeah.
and the god's gone.
Oh, what's going to happen?
I'm in the hands of the real god now. The dice.
okay,
That's right.
Dr. Wesley,
Huh?
you're now flying above. You can see Jonah backing out. Got the gun up. It looks like he clicked the trigger and it didn't work. And
So
these walkers kind of swarm over him.
here's a question.
Go on.
Can I rotate the chopper to where my side is facing him, and just using my one free hand, pull out my pistol and shoot down into the crowd to try to assist him.
With a chopper like this, you need two hands to control it. One on the collective handle, one on the stick.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right.
Your legs and one next to you for the throttle of.
Yep, that's right.
Now, you could swing the tail rotor blade towards the walkers that are about to swarm him.
See,
There's
I
a
didn't
chance
wanna...
of damaging him, but also you have a chance of damaging the chopper.
Yeah, I didn't want to suggest that, but if you'll let me, I'll try it.
You will not be able to.
Right, you're gonna fuck a chopper, man.
I don't think you realize I'm specialized in flying choppers, my friend.
You are, but it just takes a mess up, and
That's
the
true.
chopper could go down.
We know how successful you were with rolling mess ups.
And also,
it's proof that God has.
let's have a think. You are very emotionless with this regard, aren't you? Very scientific.
Yes.
So would you, in all honesty, risk your trip to Atlanta to save one person, whereas he has...
You're right. I 100% wouldn't. You're right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's no way.
I didn't see
I'll-
to do that.
I would just, I would say... I wouldn't even say anything. Like, I wouldn't say good luck or anything. I don't believe in luck either. I'd just be kind of like, well, people are going to die.
Yeah. Okay,
There's a
now...
chance to save the world by trying to save me.
Exactly. Now, it doesn't say anything about the talents being one use only. So what we're going to do is we're going to do 2 rolls on the Walker attack table. And I'm going to let you choose which one.
All right.
Okay? Because, killing players off, it's no fun. We want drama. We want the fear of death. But we are going to roll.
I don't mind dying if it fits the theme. Like if it was my fault, it's personal.
Okay.
But yeah. Let me live, please. So, what am I rolling? Oh, you're rolling.
Now, do you want me to roll it for you, or do you want to actually make the rolls?
No, I'm not killing myself. You can kill me.
I'll make the rolls then.
Send to kill yourself. You can do it. Thanks. Yep.
Oh,
So that's one of the 2. Okay. That's definitely the worst option.
I
Take that one. I can get this medical kit back to the guys.
That's true. That's true. He could, get that medical kit back to them. And then they'll have to deal with him dying back in camp. That's awesome.
I'm taking the second one.
okay.
How much
give me the
fun you're
case.
having right now,
Next,
Brian?
bye.
By the way.
You can see
He's quite literally the Walking Dead now.
one of these walkers feel bites into you as you're being pushed out into the water. You feel them all on top of you, and Dr. Wesley, all you can see is these walkers on top of him. You feel one of the walkers bite into your belly, into your stomach, as you are pushed into the water. You grab hold of the kit and you go into the water and you get bitten.
Out of your belly, like you did with my ear.
But you manage to grab the gun. Now the kit itself seems to have some sort of inbuilt flotation on it because it stays on the surface as you kick away from these walkers that either fall on the deck, and the one that bit you slam the gun in, you push the gun and let go of the gun into its head, and it bites you, and you can see yourself going. You can see blood around your belly area.
Okay, so I'm just going to try. Oh, I was going to say I'm going to try to kick that box off towards the direction of their boat to try and float it towards them, and then just let the walkers take me.
Oh no, the walkers aren't going to take. They've already gone. You're in the water.
Yeah, I'm not going back to them infected. I'm going to die here. They're not dealing
I
with
was
me.
already
infected.
going towards the ranger station, so I think
Dr.
my
Wesley.
boat is nearby.
You see this swarm of walkers. You don't see what happens, but you see them. One of them right close to him, claws and mouth and hands out as he is knocked into the water. The one that goes with him gets the gun, his shotgun, impaled in their head as he kind of pushes away and he kicks away and is floating in the water, holding on to the medical kit. And you can see there is a lot of blood in there. You can see the speedboat coming back towards the ranger station. You can see Zeev. You can see Lilibeth, Henry, and Madeline in there. You can see he's going to get picked up. You can see you're again floating over the swarm of more walkers coming from the north, coming down towards you, are getting quite close to the chopper. Are you lifting off, raising your chopper's height, and heading on your journey to Atlanta?
I am. Mentally, I'm wishing them luck, and, I hope they survive long enough to potentially contact later, because although I am relatively calculating and cold, I do still wish the best for people as much as can be. So, I'll increase height and slowly at first start to pull away, I'll be going south, correct?
Well, you'll be going south, yes. Roughly south, yes.
So I'll start to head inland somewhat slowly at first to see if I can pull some of them away from the shore.
Yeah. You can see Lilibeth Henry. You can see some sort of box floating on the water. You can see the chopper with Dr. Wesley just flying slowly away, drawing a swarm of walkers towards the trees as he kind of raises the chopper up higher. Jonah, you can feel the blood and you can feel the wound, you can feel the pain in your belly. You can see Dr. Wesley, Ryan, heading off into the distance. You can see Henry on the boat coming towards you. What are you doing?
In the water or on the land?
You're in the water. You are floating in the water.
I will put.
No walkers are
Right.
clear you.
I'm going to get the shotgun and the crossbow and put them on top of the box.
Okay, well the shotgun's gone because you used it to impale it and dropped it.
The crossbow,
Yep.
I'm going to put it on top of the box.
Okay.
And how far am I floated out now into the lake?
Oh, not too far away. It's deep water underneath you.
Deep water underneath me, right? So I'm going to put the crossbow up on top of the box. And he's take his cross, his grandmother's cross. He's going to put it up on top of the box. And just before the box meets the boat, I'm going to let go. I think. The bottom.
And are you kind of pulling yourself under the water, opening your mouth and
Well, I
letting
would
yourself
still-
try and drown?
I would still go on and stop next to him and try to pull
Okay.
him on
Right.
board as well.
You'll feel me pulling my hand away from you.
You crazy?
Well, you're driving, so it's going to have to be someone like Lilibeth or Zeev.
Oh, don't do that to me, man.
I'm sorry, he's Henry
I know,
is driving the boats. It will be Zeev.
Okay, he's the soldier. He can take it. So as Zeev reaches down and tries to grab my hand, he will feel me batting the hand away.
Now, here's the thing. You may be infected, but you know that when you die, you're going to come back. You're going to be a walker. How does that make you feel in regard to this? Because you may be in the water, but you could get washed up onto the side.
Yeah, and I don't know that, but I still think my best
You know that if you get
away.
bits in an area that you can't amputate, you are going to die and you will turn. You know that. So
I'd rather be at the bottom of this lake when it happens than anywhere near any of those people.
You can see Steve reaches out to grab hold of you as you push his hand away. You can see the blood there, and you kind of open your mouth and drift under the water, letting the water drain into your lungs as you sink below. Z grabs the medical kit, the crossbow, and the cross. Puts them down. The cross kind of bounces off the medical kit into the bottom of the boat. 1 to 3. 1 to 2, it lands near Lilibeth. 3 to 4, Madeline. 5 to 6, by Z. Okay. Bounces on the ground. You can see Z kind of picks it up. And see Z turn to you, Henry. Go upstream. Get away from here. We'll cross on the side away from these walkers. He's
Am
gone.
I still able to see Jonah in the water, even though he is sinking?
He's under the water. You can see him, but there is a lot of blood in the water. He got bit.
Because I know he would not want to become one of the walkers.
Okay.
Am I able to just take my rifle and shoot him in the head while he's in the water?
Thanks, Scoon. Thank you, Scoon.
I will let you make a roll. Yes, you can make
I love you, Scoon. Thank you so much.
So,
Please
the
get this.
assault rifle?
assault rifle, yes.
Please get me.
Okay.
I put it at one shot and just do aim at his head. Bang. Clean shot.
Thank you.
Lilibeth. I want you to make a roll because I think this is an extremely traumatic situation.
Yeah.
You know, you have, yeah, and she's so upset she's missed this.
What do I need to do?
I want you to make. What do I want you to make? Do we make it? Let's just have a quick look at one of the skills.
It would almost be maybe a full empathy roll.
Well, it's either going to be. Actually, what do you need to make if you are overwhelmed? Shattered.
I would almost say empathy. Full on.
Yeah, just straight empathy is what I'd imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you make a straight empathy roll?
Say a success, but I don't know what I'm succeeding in at this point. Like,
Oh.
Yeah. You kind of see the gunshot into the water. You see Father Jonah's head explode like a wet, limp melon. Blood, skull, and brain matter scattered everywhere. You can see the shot, and maybe there's a scream at seeing this living person cry out. The gunshot and the scream, the cry out, You see the walkers that were looking at the sound of the helicopters gone into the distance now turn and start walking towards you. And you see... Just to say, you kind of look at them after seeing Father Jonah die. His brains explode, and you kind of see his face on every other one of the walkers that are now walking towards the boat. As Henry guns the engine, accelerates, and that, as you make your way upstream, is where we shall leave our story tonight.
Hell.